question is, what are your budget priorities? Mr. Crawford?
We have to put people back to work. 77% of our state budget comes from sales tax and withholding tax. If we don't put people back to work, there is no more money for them. We're already doing more with less. We've got to put our people back to work. If we can put people back to work, we'll have money for our school systems. We'll have money to do the things that need to be done for our seniors. We've got to put people back to work.
Yes, my budget priorities will be two hand in hand: education, job creation, incentives for small business. I think the difference between me and my opponents, and I will say that I think all three of us have a great concern for our communities. That's why we're running. But I will commit to you and submit to you that I'm the one who has the relationships with members of the General Assembly, that I can build coalitions to continue to work on some of those bills around job incentives and tax incentives for small business and for greater funds for education that did not get through the last General Assembly. I will commit to you that I will work with those members of the General Assembly that I've worked with over the years to make sure that those things are included in the budget.
A state representative writes the law. A state representative writes the budget, determines what we're going to pay for, what we're not going to pay for. Now, you need someone with that experience and background and foundation in the law to be able to sit across the table and effectively negotiate for Warren County and have a position of knowledge and experience and understanding in the law to do that. My budget priorities are twofold. Number one, education. We need to properly invest in our education and properly invest in our children's future. We're going to either invest in them on the front end, or we're going to end up paying for them on the back end through incarceration, when they break into someone's house and steal. Now, someone is much less likely to commit a crime if they have a proper education and they have a wherewithal to take a job. We cut $300 million out of our education budget this past year, laid off 6,000 teachers. We cannot expect our kids to success with those type of budget priorities. Now, the other priority of mine in terms of the budget is economic opportunity. We have a small business initiative in the legislature that is woefully underfunded. Now, we need to fund that for small businesses, those that have 20 or less employees. Those are the businesses that employ 86% of our workforce. We need to put smart incentives in place for them to be able to fund a full-time position, for them to be able to expand and invest in their infrastructure and their marketing and expansion. That's the way that we show progress and prosperity throughout our community. The way we pay for that is going line by line through our state budget and eliminating some of the $6 billion worth of tax exemptions that we have in our budget right now. Just for example, a small $39 million worth of tax exemptions for big multi-state corporations that have businesses in North Carolina and businesses in other states, that allows them to transfer their profits from North Carolina to another state so that they don't have to pay any taxes on that profit in North Carolina. That's wrong. That's how we pay for these budget priorities.
I believe that the foundation of this country is built on education. Without education, you don't have anything. You can't get a job if you don't have education. Education is the foundation. When companies go looking, they look and see what the educational level is in that county. They go to look to where they're going to put a business at. If it's low, you can forget about high-tech jobs. This is not manufacturing anymore, sitting in a sewing machine making a quilt somewhere. Secondly, health. You know, you got to be concerned about your fellow man, your fellow person. Everybody got to have good health care. That's what makes your life long and sustaining, about good health care. You got to be able to afford it. That goes back to your jobs and the education on how to take care of all And the fourth in that, we gotta be safe at night in our homes. And that's the main thing, that we don't have people out here, predators on our senior citizens. And our young children don't know what law enforcement is all about. Education's gotta be at first. That's the foundation. That would create your jobs, that would create, so you know what good health care is about, and then also the last part of it is safety for you and your family. This is what this is all about. So when you cut, don't put a blindfold on. Make sure you got your eyes wide open on what you're cutting. We cannot cut our children's future. No way we can do that. They depend on us. They're in this situation because of us. This is what this is about. Make sure that tomorrow has a better future than we had in the past. Education is number one. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.